Hi. At some point, you may want to drop the Oracle VM database for one reason or another. Perhaps you want to start your implementation over from scratch without having to take the time to uninstall and reinstall the Oracle VM Manager. This short video explains how to drop the database. Now keep in mind that if you haven't done anything with your Oracle VM servers, they're still running virtual machines, and any HA features you've enabled in clustered server pools will still work as expected, even though the Oracle VM database is completely dropped. So just dropping the database does not reset your entire environment. Although a little impractical, you can still run and manage your virtual machines for days, weeks, or months without the Oracle VM Manager or database. I'm only mentioning this to alleviate any worry you might have that dropping the database will somehow impact your running servers and virtual machines. It doesn't. Now, the servers have all of the information needed to rebuild the Oracle VM database by simply rediscovering the servers. However, it's important to remember that if you decide to rebuild the database by rediscovering the servers, the rebuilt database will be missing some non-essential information such as custom descriptions for all of the Oracle VM objects, any custom names for virtual and physical disks also. The rebuilt database will also be missing some essential information about your storage, such as any file servers, storage arrays, access groups, and assignments as admin and refresh servers. But again, everything is still running fine and in place on your cluster as long as you haven't done anything with the servers or the storage related to the servers. The last point I want to make before moving on is that the database will be rebuilt with all of the network information intact, such as networks, VLAN groups, and any VNICs that have been allocated. Anyway, I just wanted you to know that dropping the database is not the end of the world, just in case you change your mind after it's destroyed. The entire process should only take a few minutes. You can begin by taking a quick backup of the database if you'd like. This should only take a minute or two. Now, I think a backup is a good idea since you just never know, and it doesn't cost much time to err on the side of caution. The next step is to stop the Oracle VM Manager. The database must remain up and running during the operation, but the manager needs to be quiesced. Whether you are using Oracle or MySQL as the database engine, you will then run the OVM upgrade tool to drop the database. Now, after that, you will start the Oracle VM Manager again. At this point, you'll have a completely blank slate once you log into the manager again. Now let's take a look at the steps live. Okay, so we begin by opening up a session and logging on to our manager. Now I just opened up a putty session and I'm already logged into my manager, as you can see, and this is where it's running right now. So it's still running. And now you just cd to U01 app, and this is a pretty important directory to remember. This is why I'm kind of typing it out slowly here. Oracle, a lot of things reside here. Oracle, so U01 app, Oracle, OVM manager, and then once you're in here, you'll see, if I do a list, you'll see quite a few directories here. The OVM CLI is here, the shell is here, upgrade, which is the tool we're going to use, and utils are here. Anyway, we're going to cd into bin, and in here we'll see this script here called create backup shell. And I'm just going to go sh and then create tab backup.shell. I need to specify the user, which is admin. That's what I use. You might have something different. And then I'm going to give the backup a name, something clever like before I dropped DV. And then you just run this and then type in a password. All right, which I've done, and now it's going to go ahead and do the backup. And we'll see it complete here in pretty quick, actually. Now, if you get any errors at this point, then you may have to stop the manager, stop the database, restart the database, and it doesn't really matter if you start the manager again. But anyway, you can see it successfully backed up the database. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and actually drop the database now that I have a backup. I'm just going to clear the screen here, kind of start fresh. Now I'm in that, still in that directory. I don't need to be in this directory at the moment. So I'm just going to go CD back out of it. I'm going to stop the manager. This might take a minute or so, so we'll let it go. Now, this time to actually drop the database, we're going to use, like I said in the other previous slide, we're going to use the OVM upgrade tool to drop it. So the manager is down, the database is still running. I'm going to CD to that sort of the same place. App, UO1, app, Oracle, OVM. Again, remember I said this was an important directory. This time we're going to go to that OVM upgrade, and you have to be in the directory to actually do this. So I'm going to CD into OVM, whoops, I gotta spell it right, OVM upgrade, tab, and then here is a directory called bin, and we're going to CD into bin, and then here is the actual script, OVM underscore upgrade .shell that you see there. So I'm going to go ahead and type in OVM tab. And here it's a little more complex. I need to tell it what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to delete, if I spell it right, DB. I need to provide the SID. And there's some other arguments too. So if you're using the Oracle database instead of MySQL, you might provide something different. Just do OVM upgrade shell with help, and it'll give you the other options that you might need. SID equals OVS. Now this is default. If you've changed that, then you need to put your SID in here. Now I'm using MySQL, so I need to specify the port, listener port. Oops, DB port. And that is, the default is 49500. And then I have to also say, if I'm using MySQL, I also have to specify the DB type. And that equals my, whoops, SQL. I see I have an error there. And then the last thing I provide on here is a DB pass word, which equals, and I just use for my labs something everybody knows. And let me go back and fix my little error here. I have an equal sign. Okay, so that should be it. Let's go ahead and drop it. And now it's complete. And now I can go service, OVMM, start. And we'll start up the Oracle VM Manager again. Now this will take a few minutes for it to start up again. So I'm just going to take a pause here for a moment while the UI starts up and we can log into it. So we'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're back now. The manager has completed starting up. Probably took about 4 minutes for it to actually start. And now I should be able to log into the Oracle VM Manager user interface, which we're going to do right here. Admin, and then password. And now you can see it starts all over again. It is a complete blank slate, as if this is the very first time you've ever had the Oracle VM Manager running. There's no servers in here. Nothing here is here anymore. You have to start again by discovering the servers. So anyway, there you go. That's how you drop the database, and this is what it looks like once you've dropped it. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next video.